Okay, we're back with my regular camera angle, and I'll show you again this die that I'm using. And it comes, and it's very easily done. Sometimes these big dies they're a little confusing. This one is not. This one is works very well and is very easy. And you will cut this piece out, and you will cut out this piece, and then a square bottom. Okay? So what I also did was, because I wanted a patterned box, I cut out some paper as well. And you want to stop and make sure that your paper is on the side that you want it to be, so that it's cut. So see, like this one, I needed to turn it over so that it would fit. So you probably need to cut it with the side let's see, the side that you want to show being face down. Okay? And I don't think I did that on this one, but I'm going to put it on this side and so we'll make it work. Okay, and then that's okay, because then there's this nice white side going to show on the inside. So maybe that was what I was supposed to do anyway. Got some eraser or something on there. Okay, so the first thing that I did is, it's got a lot of creases, and I kind of folded those so that I would know where they are. And the creases also come up in this paper, but not so much that you can really see it. So what I did is I took my Score Buddy and I put the piece underneath the scores that I already knew were there, and then just went over it, and that gives me just enough of a crease so that I know where I'm putting the paper and what I'm doing with it. Okay, and then one more. I have a persistent cat here right there. Oops, went out of that line. Okay, so now I've got enough crease in this paper to know what I'm doing with it. And doing this very same thing with this one. Just have to adjust it just a little bit to match a crease line. And then I'm going to come back and get this one, and then down the front. This step you won't have to do if you can see your crease lines on your paper. This is just for me to know where I'm going. Okay, so I'm going to pull this out of the way. Now I'm going to adhere my pattern paper, and I used just an adhesive. Any adhesive would do. I wanted to use a dry line rather than mess with the wet glue, although wet glue might be a little cheaper idea, because you kind of have to use a lot of this, because since you're folding, sometimes it doesn't like to work on my chipboard, because since you're folding, you're going to be stretching the paper quite a bit, so you want to make sure that it's stuck very well on there. When I was doing the thicker chipboard box, then I had a little bit of a problem with the paper, but maybe not stretching as far as I wanted it to, but it really wasn't very bad, and it was easily taken care of. I just had to use a little extra red line tape. So I'm folding on those, and now I'm going to put a piece of red line tape right here on this tab, and then also right here. So get this, and you do want to use this kind of heavy tape because you don't want your box to be flopping open with candy in it. Okay, so I'm going to put this here, and this is another reason that you want your paper to be adhered to it very well. Okay, and also right here. Okay, cut that off a little bit. I know it's weird seeing a left-handed person cut. Okay, now I'm going to peel the tape off. Maybe. Goodness, couldn't grab it. Now, when you put these together, you want to make sure that you are lined up right there, because this is the top of your box, and it's going to show if you don't have it even. Okay? Alright, so the next thing you want to do is put your red line tape on all 4 of these. And I need to cut better sized pieces, don't I? Okay, you're going to put this on all 4 of these tabs. Okay, so that's ready. Now you're going to take the bottom, and I also wanted the bottom to be covered in paper, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to run the red line tape all the way around all 4 sides. Try to do this part a little faster so you don't get bored. One thing is always smart to remember, not to overlap your red line tapes. Okay. Now I'm going to pull these off. Well, you know, before I turned the camera on, it was really easy to pull all this red tape off. Okay. Another piece of errant cat hair. Alright, so I'm going to fit this on here, and you want to make sure that you get it right the first time because you've got that really sticky tape there. Press that down. Now we're going to come over and take the red tape off of this. That's going a little faster, isn't it? Okay. Square your box up. Match it. Press down and then turn it over and press down on the insides and really get that really good. Now you can put another paper on the inside. I did for this box mostly because I put it on the wrong side to begin with, so I had to do it both. And it makes it a little bit more difficult. That's where I ran into a little bit of problems with the thickness and with the paper, and like right here it's just a little bit coming off, but I can take some glue and fix that up. So you can decorate the inside of your box as well. You want to do that before you fold it and construct it. Okay, so we've got that. I'm going to pull these out of the way. And we're going to come back to this part. And I need to adhere it. Okay. And I'm going to be folding it this way. So I want my paper on here. Oh, goodness. Okay. Get that on straight. If you get this end on straight, then you can just kind of press down the rest of the way. I need to sand a little bit of that off. I got my adhesive outside of the edge. Okay. A little bit there too. Okay, so going by our crease lines, we're just going to fold and fold. Now we're going to put a red line tape on again. This is really fighting me, isn't it? Okay, put that there. Does anybody else have as much trouble with this tape as I do? It's fabulous tape, but it's hard to deal with sometimes. Or maybe it's just that I'm a lefty. I don't know. Okay, and then I'm also going to put one. See, we're going to tape it here. And you can either put this notch outside or inside. I kind of like it outside. There's a little more decorative edge. So we're also going to put a red line tape right here on the front of this crease. And cut that off. Take our tapes off. Or not. My goodness. Okay. Now if I make another one of these with the camera off, this tape will come off so easily. Okay, so then you're going to fold it over and you're going to match your edges. Make sure you get those edges straight. And then press. And all of the hard part is done now, because there is your box. All you have to do is decorate it. And what I did also, and you know, you might want to do this before you make the box. It'd probably be easier if you did. I used pumice stone because it's sort of a gray color. And I went all around the edges of the bottom. with that. And then I also made sure to go directly on these top edges to get rid of that stark white or the chipboard color. I did the corners on both sides. And then I also did around those top and bottom edges on each side. Gives it a nice look, a nice finished look. It'd be easier to do it if the box wasn't done, but then again you wouldn't really get these nice corners like you need to get, because having it bent gives it that good ridge. Okay, then come back here and do the edges on both sides. And then I'm also going to do all four sides on both ends. Okay. And you have your box. Then you can take anything you want to decorate it with. I used some flowers and some keys, and I used a zipper pull for the drawer. You could use the faucets. You could use the keys like I did for this box. I put some gears in the pen up there and some other stuff. You could put keys on it. You could also use the drawer pulls there, or for the drawer itself. I think I would put it this way, up this way. Put a label on it. A keyhole on it, and then a key on top. Yeah. Some baubles would work. I actually did have a bauble on this one, and I just put it on with a glue dot, and it fell off. So you can decorate these up just as much as you'd like. Actually, this should go this way. Okay. The distress ink that I used on this one is Forest Moss. And I did the same thing, all of the edges, and then all around the sides and the corners. And it just makes it have a real nice finished look. And I think these little boxes are just really cute and could be used for a whole lot of things. So I hope that you'll think about getting that die and having fun with it just like I did. And you guys all have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.